I'm not really known as a ladies' man. The girls call me Mr. Chokes, and the guys call me Mr. Chokes. And since I've been on a little upload fast the past few weeks, I figure now's a better time than ever to tell you guys a little Kangro classic. And if you do end up enjoying this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 10 million subs by 2030, and it's completely free. Anyways, that's it. Enjoy the video. Also, I just want to say that my dumbass recorded the video 10x lower quality, and I tried to fix it as much as I could. It's kind of shitty to look at, but it's still a really good video and story, so I hope you still like it. So, in my school, there is one class, and some of you guys might have this, some of you might not. It's called AVID, and it's basically this college preparatory class. You go there, you learn about colleges, basically. Funny for your boy, because I have no intentions on going to college. But anyways, at the end of the year, all the AVID kids go on a field trip. And unlike any other field trip that anybody in the entire school goes on, this is an all-night field trip. An all-night field trip. Do you know what that means? That means that you could, hear me out, go with a girl. Oh, I know, crazy. My audience and girls, oh, fuck. You could go with a girl, and then you have the entire night to talk. Pretty fucking cool if you ask me for an 8th grade. Now, this doesn't sound like that big of a deal, and it's really not. But it's an hour-long bus ride there and back, and you're there all night. So you have a lot of time if you're gonna go and talk to somebody to talk to them. And so that's what all my friends do with their girls that they're not dating yet. But then there's me. Hi, I'm Evan. There's me, you know, the YouTube kid. I don't really get a lot of females. What can I say? And they've all for the past couple weeks been planning this out, who they're gonna sit with on the bus for 2 hours collective, and I got nobody. And they've been kind of making fun of me this whole time, like, you don't have shit. I have everybody I could ever want. I pull hoes like there's no tomorrow. I'm not really feeling good. But the field trip's on a Friday, and it's after school that we start to go. And literally at 7th period, the second to last period of the day before this field trip starts, this one girl, she posts on her Snapchat story, she's like, hey, who wants to sit with me on the bus to the field trip? Because she's an AVID too. Funny thing about this girl, I've got a little bit of history with her, and my friends all know this, and they've all been like, bro, ask her. And I'm like, bro, no, you don't understand. I can't. Because I really couldn't. But after she posts this on her story, me being me, they call me Mr. Risk Taker, I go for it. I message her, I'm like, me. I just said me, and then I said it again, because I need this bus ride. Otherwise, my friends will think I'm gay. And I can't have that. And so she's like, all right, sure. And I'm feeling good once again. And then after that, we go to 8th period. And in 8th period, I have gym. And so do all the girls. But since it's around the very end of the school year, like literally the second to last week, we're not really doing anything in gym. We're just sitting on the bleachers and chilling. And so are the girls on the other side. Because God forbid us boys have contact with them. Yuck. Midway through, me just chilling, feeling like the hot shot that I am, she comes up to me and she goes, hey, 4 other people also said that they'd want to sit with me. I'm like, I need names, all right? Because I'm not with the bullshit right now. I'm in business. And so I get their names. One of them, his name's Jackson. Oh, Jackson. That's not his real name. And this motherfucker, he's constantly talking to her, making her laugh, omega lols, and I'm not having it. And so I go up to Jackson in the locker room, and I go, hey, bud, listen, you said you wanted to sit next to this girl? I'm like, no. He's like, but, and I'm like, no. And eventually, he goes, listen, I know that you like her, and I don't care enough about this to want to sit next to her, so whatever. And I'm like, bet. I didn't even have to pay him, because I was willing to pay this dude like $20, dude. I needed to be in my bed, and I sort the other people out. I have to pay them off, maybe, allegedly, but I sort them out. And I'm good. Later that day, I get ready. And oh boy, I'm doing every single hygienic activity you've ever known. Everything before I go to this. Because there is no way I'm gonna be having BO while I'm sitting next to her are you kidding me? But not only that, on the way there, I get Chick-fil-A. But not just for me. I double it. I get nuggets, fries, and a lemonade. I'm in my bag. And I'm waiting there. And I'm waiting. And I pull up to school like we're supposed to. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And then eventually, she shows up. And her friends that I had told her off, you know, don't fucking sit next to her and ruin this for me. They tell her that I brought the Chick-fil-A, so I couldn't just go up and give it to her. They made it all a fucking big deal. I'm about to give it to her. And then she says, just give it to me on the bus. And I'm like, bet. bet. Because what that means is she can't now not sit with me on the bus. She's kind of locked in. Like I said, there's history with this girl. Every single person, every single one of them knew that I liked her. She knew. She knew damn well. The entire time, there was people coming up trying to sell my bag. Sell my... Where the fuck do I go on this? But I'm not having it. I tell them all off. I make sure that there's not going to be any selling that's happening today because this is the first time I've ever gotten an opportunity to do something like this. And so whenever we're about to go on the buses, something unexpected happens. The teacher calls the names for the people that are supposed to be on the specific buses, right? Apparently, they named the buses. We were in specific groups, and it didn't matter how bad you wanted to, you couldn't go on somebody else's bus. And so this girl's looking at me, and she's like, uh-oh. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And she's like, but like, and I'm like, no. And she's like, but no. So I sneak on to the wrong bus, because I mean nothing is getting in my way of my bag. And I get on there. And we eat Chick-fil-A, and it's great. Normally, don't call me cringe, but I get a little nervous whenever I talk to girls. Sue me. But whenever I get on this bus, oh my God, sparks are flying. I'm making her laugh. All this stuff. It's going great. The most natural conversation you've ever heard. I'm not even exaggerating. We eat the Chick-fil-A. Everything is going really, really good. I left out one detail, and that's that almost as soon as we got on the bus, I pull out my phone, and she pulls a move. Now, she could have done anything in this situation. Anything at all. But she leans her head on my shoulder. And oh boy, was my heart beating. I was scared shitless. But I wasn't about to shit right next to her. And she has her head there like the entire bus ride. It's fucking awesome. And then at the very end, she pulls another move. Now, what might this move be? What might it possibly be? Well, she leans her entire body on my lap. And I'm just freaking out at what is going on, is what I'm thinking. And her friend, who I told off from sitting next to her on the bus with so I could, is sitting on the row next to us. And she's kind of shocked too, because she never would have thought that this would have happened. And honestly, I never would have either. And she takes a picture of it. Now keep in mind, nothing that could get me demonetized actually happened here. She's just all over me, as most girls are. What can I say? And so she takes a picture, she sends it to me, and then we go in to the actual place that we're having the field trip. And it's basically like this trampoline park place. But at this point, I'm basically done. I did it. And I still have like 10 hours left, minimum. And so whenever we get to this field trip, we're just chilling, shooting the shit. I'm chatting it up. Everything's going just as good as it was on the bus. There's a couple other points of contact. I'll leave it at that. But nothing actually sus happens. Nothing at all. Until one moment. Both of us walk into this one room in this trampoline park place. And all my friends and more are all on the floor with the girls that they were riding on the bus with. But instead of just being on the floor, they're all cuddling. And you know me, I'm not really that much of a ladies guy. But like at this point, you pick it up what I'm putting down. So I have a plan in my head. I'm like, okay, if I want to be as cool as my friends, I have to get this girl to try to sleep. And if I can do that, it's just gonna work. But it's not really working. I'm pretty sure she saw straight through it, but was being chill about it because she just was like not really like participating. And her friend, that one on the bus the entire time, is trying to sell my bag. Listen, my school might see this video. If you're watching this, you know who you are. If you're watching this, you sold my bag that entire night, and I'll never forget it. I literally paid you $10, and you continue to sell. Fuck you. That was a little too far. I'm sorry. I take that back. We never get that close. But, you know, whatever. The night goes on. People are coming up to me, trying to sell my bag, trying to be like, oh, you like, oh. Shut the fuck up, all right? I tell all of them off. It's beyond obvious what I'm doing. Nobody, even the teachers, bro. The teachers were, like, subtly saying shit right next to me and her. And I'm like, guy, I had you for 2 years. Shut up. Like, it's so obvious what I'm doing and everybody knows it, but they don't care. And so yeah, the night's going great. We're just shooting the shit, all this stuff. I never got that close, and everybody's selling my bag. But whatever, this is the farthest I've ever gotten with any girl ever. And then something happens. Somebody else comes up to me, and it's another girl. I know, this doesn't happen very often, by the way. And this girl tells me, hey, that girl that you're with, she doesn't like you at all. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And she's like, no, she said it. And I'm like, yeah. She said, apparently while I was in the bathroom, bathroom, somebody had asked her what she thinks about me. Again, selling my bag. I don't know why they did this. And apparently, she said that she didn't like me at all. And I'm like, that's okay. And this is definitely something nobody would lie about. Like, the person who told me has no reason to lie about this. So it's definitely true. And I knew it was true. But I was just like, whatever. And at this point, the night's coming to an end. All right? It's becoming morning. And we were up talking, chilling the entire time. More than we ever had before. But then there's one detail that I left out. And that's that she actually was not going to be riding the bus home like everybody else was. She had somewhere to be on that Saturday, because this all happened on a Friday night, really early. So she didn't have time to wait for the bus to come. So her dad comes to pick her up. And I'm not feeling good, because the bag is over. She's left. It's done. But you know what? I still got farther than I ever thought I would. So overall, W night. W night. It was a good night. Apart from the whole, her saying behind my back that she fucking doesn't like me at all, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Monday comes, and this is the last week of school. The last day of school is on Thursday. It's a shortened week, and Thursday's a half day. So there's not much time left. And not only that, but she's not going to my high school. So whatever I'm gonna do, I have 4.5 days to do it. So I come into school on Monday after all those events happened, and once again, I'm feeling good. I again did all the hygiene stuff. I did it all. I smell like a fucking Bed Bath & Beyond, dude. I look good. I feel good. And I come into school. And after first period, I go up to the class that she's coming out of. And this is the first time I didn't puss out. Look, like I said, I'm not the best with girls. However, and I had tried multiple times before to wait for her to walk out of this class so that way I could strike a conversation with her. And for lack of a better word, every time I pussed out, but whatever. This time I didn't. I felt confident. Now, naturally, I'm a very confident person, but when it comes to girls, I'm not. But this time I was. So this was a big deal for me. And we're talking, chilling, everything's going good. We talk during the passing period, and then I go on to second period. Everything's great. I go on to third period, and here's where the shit starts. In third period, I get a message on my phone, and it's from this girl. And I'm like, oh, this is sick. It wasn't sick at all. She texted me on Snapchat, and she said, hey Evan, why is there a picture of me in your lap on the bus going around? That might have been the worst thing that could have happened. Now listen, I can keep my mouth shut. And I did. I did keep my mouth shut, and I knew it. The only people that had saw that picture were people that I showed it to. My very close friends. But I did not send it to anybody, because I'm not that stupid. So I tell her, I'm like, is it going around, or are people talking about it? Because they're two different things, you know? They're really not. I just didn't know what to say. I'm like, shit. Bag's done. I'm up. Packed up, packed my things, I'm out of here. I try to tell her I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't, but she doesn't believe me. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. My bag's done. The year's basically over. If any mistake were to happen, it would have been completely gone over, and I did make a mistake, and now it's over. Whatever. I kind of feel like shit. I was like really close. Really close. Alas. I ruined it. And so I go about my day. Fourth period, whatever. Fifth period, whatever. And then I get to sixth period. And in sixth period, I have those avid friends. It's not avid, but I have them all in that class, as well as the girls that they sat with on the bus. So basically, I go to this class where I get to see all my friends that made it happen, and I didn't. But not only that, one of my friends comes up to me, and they're like, yo, she does not like you at all. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I fucked it up. And they're like, no, she was like saying all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa, keep going. Apparently, at some point after the picture had gone around, which it didn't, by the way, she had said in a group in her last class all this shit about me, your boy, saying she could never like me because I'm white. She's white too. And then I walk on my toes, and then I'm annoying, and all this stuff. Allegedly, I don't actually walk on my toes. That was an allegation. And so I'm like, well, shit, it was chill a minute ago, but what the flick? And this same person also tells me about the picture, and I'm like, damn, everybody knows, huh? And she's like, no. She said that, no, it's not actually actually going around, but somebody told her that it was. And I'm like, well, shit. I guess I have my first Now we just have to figure out who this motherfucker is. And so we do some digging. We look around and I figure out who it is. And it's this one motherfucker. Now this motherfucker, the entire time I was shooting the shit at the field trip, was coming up to her to say something. And every single time he did, I looked at him like this. I swear to God, every single time. He knew exactly what he was doing. And I know that he knew that I knew what he was doing. Think about that one for a second. And so I'm kind of mad at this point. I'm a little frustrated because I kind of just unrightfully got my bag sold. It was kind of already sold from the beginning if you think about it, because she really did never like me at all and she was talking all this stuff, and apparently I walk on my toes and that's the worst thing. But still, my bag kind of got sold out of my control by this one motherfucker. And so I'm not really known as the get back guy, as it were. I can take it on the chin pretty well, and usually I do, because nothing is worth a fight most of the time. Sometimes it is, but most of the time I don't care enough to fight anybody, and I'm not gonna fight anybody here. And so we walk around. 5th period, over. 6th period, can't find him. Then the passing period of 6th period, I see him in the hallway with all my friends walking by me. It's pretty fucking intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I would be scared shitless if I was this kid. And I kind of talked to him a little bit in the hallway. I'm like, yo, like, what happened with the with what you were saying? And he was like, what? And I was like, what happened? And you know, this kid, he's chill. I'm not mad at him, whatever. I just make sure that he's gonna go tell her that he was making shit up. And he says he will. So great, we're all good here. And he does. And I never got an apology from her. But what did happen was actually kind of better than an apology. That kid that I kind of pressed came up to me, 8th period of that day, and he started apologizing. It was like, I'm sorry for all of that. I didn't mean it. I know that was stupid. I was like, I'm not that I'm the skinniest white kid at my school. I gotta be the most suburban motherfucker here. I am not that intimidating. But I was like, yeah, it's whatever, bro. I don't really care that much. And that's it. That's it. That's all that happened. Nothing ever came of anything after that at all. It was over. The only thing that happened was on the last day of school, just a couple days later, at the very end of the day, when everybody's outside chilling, saying goodbye to everybody. She comes up to me and I'm like, oh shit, this could be either the apology, she could either still be mad at me, or something cool can happen. Nothing happened. She was just like, bye. That was it. And after that, I went home to begin my summer, and I went, you know what? That wasn't worth any of it, but at least I got this video out of it. So moral of the story, if you ever have a shitty experience with a girl, just make a YouTube video about it.